crickets. We all enjoy our cricket.
So what do you do to switch off? What do you like to do in your spare time? A lot of the Black Caps like to play golf, for example. Is that what Virat Kohli likes to do?
Not at all. I don't go towards any other sport when I'm off cricket because I spend all my energy when I'm on the field. So it's actually the most simplest things that give us a lot of joy, purely because we're always in the public eye and we're always doing things in front of people. It's very important to get away and be totally not known by anyone, and that's something that both of us really like.
What's it like playing against the Kiwi boys? Are they a good opponent to have?
They're probably one team that plays in the absolute right manner, but their body language and their intensity is always right up there, which I feel is the perfect balance for any sports team, and there's so much to learn from them in terms of their competitiveness, but at the same time respecting the opponents and just maintaining friendships as well. So we're quite close to a lot of the boys because we play IPL together and we get along really, really well with them, and that's been maintained for years because of the mutual respect. And the cricket's competitive, but it's very, very enjoyable.
20 centuries in 18 months. How does a batsman create that level of consistency in his game?
Well, I've been asked this question many times, and the only answer I can think of is if you're only focused on what the team wants and you're obsessed about winning a game of cricket for your country, those special performances happen. I don't necessarily go out there try to think today I'm going to get the 3-figure mark. That thought never crosses my mind. The only feeling that I have in my heart is that India needs to cross the line, and if I'm the guy that's in that position to be able to do that for the team, I'll keep going on.
Are you a stats-driven cricket player? What are your goals for the game by the time you've finished?
When I started, if someone had told me that 10 years down the line I'd be here in my career, I would have never believed them. So I play the game because of the joy that I have when I play on the field, and purely the love of the game and the passion that I have of playing for my country. If I get attached to stats, that means my graph's going down and there's something wrong in my head. And I personally cannot play in that kind of mindset. I cannot stand on the field thinking I have to do something for myself. For me, diving every ball for the team is what matters more than thinking about how many runs I've scored.
Off the back of your Australian tour, you got to go to the Australian Open. You met Roger Federer. What was that like?
Well, amazing. I've met him a couple of times before as well, and the fact that he remembered was like, wow. I mean, he told me that he met me in Sydney a few years back when he played an exhibition game, and I was like, wow, he remembers me. And for me, that was, I mean, I can't explain that feeling to you. I've seen him play since I was a child, and he's a great, great man. Not just a great tennis player, but a great human being as well. And he kept asking questions. And I was like, he's asking me questions. And I could speak to him about mindset and, how he prepares, what he thinks about his sport. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful time.
Well, this really here is the beauty of New Zealand. And it's a beautiful journey all the way from Napier to Tauranga. On road, we kept the Blues company. They stopped at all the favorite places. Lake Taupo, mein unhone pictures liya. Buka Falls, maybe also there was a couple of posing. And finally, they arrived in Mount Maunganui, jahan unko ek traditional Maori welcome mila. Let's see what happened on Team India's journey. After a historic tour of Australia, the men in blue make their way to New Zealand looking to create more history. But even before the men in blue take to the field, Captain Virat Kohli is busy creating history of his own. At the ICC Awards on Tuesday, Virat became the first ever player to win the ICC Cricketer of the Year, the Men's Test Player of the Year, and the ODI Player of the Year awards. Now it's time for business. Fiery Virat versus icy cool Kane. One of Kohli's sternest tests as a captain. 10 years since Team India last won an ODI series on Kiwi soil. Can Kohli lead the men in blue to a series win this time around? The battleground for the first encounter